You have quite a big problem right now. Your energy levels are nowhere near where they should be, and you're very young. You're only in your 30s or 40s, and you need energy. You have big ambitions for your career. You need to be there for your family, but yet you feel that sense that your energy levels are being depleted, and worse still, they're getting worse by the month. You're not getting any stronger or more energetic. I'm going to explain to you in this video why there are metabolic processes going on in you which are making you feel this way. And the good news is that this isn't age. I mean, get out of here. You're still very young. There is a way back to higher energy, to be the person you want to be, showing up at work, showing up for your family, and also having mental clarity. So I'm going to explain a few things to you here. Number one is you very likely, as a consequence of modern day living, have underlying inflammation. This is so widespread nowadays. Your cells, your mitochondria are not working as they should. And that is because of a suboptimal lifestyle. And you already know this. And I'm going to go over a few of the things that you could be doing wrong. But I want you to understand that if you have inflammation in your body, that's going to translate to inflammation in your brain. You're not going to be feeling your best self, and you're not going to have mental clarity. The second concept, which is really important to understand, is known as insulin resistance. This is absolutely widespread. Tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people probably nowadays sadly suffer with insulin resistance. What is this? Well, you've probably heard of insulin, which is the hormone secreted by the pancreas whenever you eat food, more so when you eat a carb-heavy meal. So it's a response to carbohydrates and sugars to lower the blood sugar levels. Unfortunately, nowadays, most people, the truth is, eat way too many carbohydrates, processed foods, and sugars. So I want you to think very carefully about what you're eating, how often you're eating, and whether you're provoking a state of too much insulin in your bloodstream. And the problem is, insulin is a very pro-inflammatory fat storage hormone. And if it's elevated, it's going to directly cause inflammation, which we've talked about, and also affect your energy levels in a negative way. There are many other aspects of lifestyle which also impact insulin resistance, including being too sedentary. Are you as active as you should be? Are you getting to the gym? All of these things combine to cause a state of insulin resistance. So if you want to feel better, you have to go on a journey of natural insulin resistance reversal. Next, let's talk about the elephant in the room, stress. You have 1,000,001 things going on. You are running around like crazy. So many responsibilities. You have your boss weighing down on you. There's uncertainty at work. You come home, you've got family responsibilities, you've got bills to pay, and inflation and what's happening with various uncertainties in the economy, like with AI, are not making anything better. So are you somebody who is suffering from those elevated stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline? That's going to wreak absolute havoc on your metabolic health. You're going to be more inflamed. It's also going to help promote insulin resistance. So I want you to every single day spend 30 minutes trying to relax. I know this is easier said than done. What relaxes you? This is highly personal. For me, an intense gym session works really well. I go to the gym, I come out sweating, I feel $1,000,000 and super relaxed. But whatever works for you, maybe it's a walk in nature, maybe it's watching a comedy show, maybe it's a hobby, whatever takes your mind to a better place for 30 minutes every single day, help those cortisol and adrenaline levels settle down. That's going to really help to promote a low inflammatory state, and thereby you will feel more energy. Have to take care of that. Stress is something that everybody suffers from to varying degrees, but you can't let that stress become overwhelming. Next up, are you sleeping enough? Now, even the idea of enough sleep every night may seem fanciful because you've got so much going on. But sleep is when your body regenerates, it replenishes. And who hasn't had that feeling of feeling really tired? You have a good sleep and you wake up $1,000,000. That is your body speaking to you. So most people, the ideal sleep length is somewhere between 6.5 to 8.5 hours. You know what your sweet spot is. For me personally, it's around 6.5 hours and I do just fine. But make sure that you have a good sleep routine. Try to go to sleep at the same time every single evening. Wake up at the same time so you have a good circadian rhythm. have a winding down routine, make sure the room isn't too warm. Who hasn't had that feeling of waking up at night and it's really sweaty under the covers, really uncomfortable when that happens, but make sleep non-negotiable. And I'm going to say this as a busy person, even if you can't sleep every night, because it may seem impossible to have a good sleep every night, prioritize it at least every other night, because way too many people are going weeks, months without a good night's sleep. And you can't do that if you want to function at full capacity. Next up, what is your outlook on life? How do you feel about other things in your life? Because if things are not going well, it's easy in modern day culture to get stuck in the grind. You're kind of going through the motions and not realizing that you don't even like what you're doing. And it's very difficult to be overall happy, to have a sense of well-being if you're not enjoying your line of work because you spend so much time at work. And this is a problem, especially for so many busy professionals who went to school for a long time. They studied, they started climbing the corporate ladder or whatever organization you're in. And then you realize that you're not even enjoying what you're doing. Is it time for a reset? Do you need to take a step back and think, do I want to do this for decades? Why would you? You're smart. People way less intelligent than you are thinking outside the box and they're doing other creative things. Perhaps they're going down the online business route, joining the creator economy. There's so many opportunities nowadays, which people didn't have 20, 25 years ago. So whatever situation you're in, if you're not enjoying your job, you don't like being part of the system, you don't like your organization, you don't like your boss, we've all been there. It is time to take a step back. And even the act of doing something positive every day to move in a new direction can elevate your energy levels. You don't have that feeling of feeling so stuck. Even if it's doing some research in the morning, listening to a podcast, working on acquiring a new skill, launching something online, doing a little bit every day so that you have that mental sense of well-being that what I'm doing now, I don't enjoy it, but I'm not going to be stuck. I'm not going to do it forever. So all of these things combined, it's a holistic approach as to why you're not feeling a sense of energy. Maybe some of these apply more than others, but I want you to think very carefully because you're way too young to have sagging energy levels, assuming that there's no underlying medical condition, which there isn't most of the time. It's all related to your lifestyle, what you're doing, how you're thinking. And this isn't going to be something which is going to resolve overnight, but you owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself. Show up every single day with energy, mental clarity, enjoy what you're doing, and take good care of your health. That is paramount. Keep thinking about those things. If they apply to you, you're going to go down a whole new path. Check in the links down below for my free morning energy guide download and also my 30-day energy reset for busy professionals who are finding that they're having sagging energy levels and want more mental clarity. We'll speak in the next video.